I was amazed just at how many steps there were in harvesting the grapes. All year, they're doing things like watering, pruning, testing. He goes and walks the vineyard every day to check on it. There's money that's invested in it. There's patience, and it takes all of those things. That's why Jesus says the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. People are longing to know God and His goodness. What Jesus says here is there's few that will do what it takes so that they can come to see and experience it because of the work that is involved. Most of us, we so easily get caught up on our own personal life's goal and mission. Our own personal life goals and missions. So much so that there's this danger we don't end up having time for God's goal and His mission in the world. And that's why Jesus says to pray. Let's pray to the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into His harvest. I think what Jesus is saying here is that we need God to change our hearts. We need God to change our hearts so that we actually care about other people and their lives and their future instead of just our own. God has to change our hearts so that then we're willing to work, that then we're willing to give our time, we're willing to give our money, that we're willing to strategically and intentionally develop relationships where we're in and through that God might work and bring people to Himself so they be gathered into His kingdom family. See, what Jesus is saying here, I don't think is like rocket science. It's kind of basic Christianity and basic Christian mission and living. Too often we kind of want like just fast, easy solutions where it doesn't really require any real sacrifice, and we want a solution where we can kind of just give like a token of our lives, but not really have to get our hands too dirty. I think that's often, if we're honest, where our hearts go when it comes to God's mission and sending out. Why the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. I don't know how does that hit you today? What does that do? How does it make you feel? I think there's maybe 3 different ways that it might hit. First off, maybe the best one is that it inspires you. I'm hoping that in hearing Jesus' words today that it would stir something in you and us that would make you want to say, I want to be a laborer for Jesus. Like, yeah, I'm down to go to work. Yeah, I see the harvest, the plentiful harvest, and I want to be one of the laborers that gets involved in that work. I'll go to work. Are you willing to be serious about joining Jesus in His mission and gathering people into God's family? Maybe my prayer is that even just like in this moment, God might even just put someone on your mind and heart. They would be like, we ought to really have them over for dinner. I really ought to get to know that person, invite them into our life to try to develop relationship with this person to see what God might do. I want to be on mission for Jesus in our city. That's one way. Another way I hope or think it might hit is that maybe it just encourage you. Maybe you've been on mission for people. I know there's a number of you that are really good at mission. I'm so proud of you. And you've been laboring. You've been trying to harvest. You've been building relationships, but it's just been slow and hard work that sometimes just doesn't seem like it's going anywhere, that people aren't really responding to the reason why you're trying to reach out to them. If that's you, you should be encouraged today. Because Jesus said it wouldn't be easy, that it is hard work. And so keep it up. You're on the right track. Your money, your time, your efforts are worth it, and God will honor it. You're doing good work. You're doing good work. So keep it up. Don't give up. That's the second way maybe it would hit. And the third way it might hit you is maybe you'd think, maybe in hearing Jesus' words today, it might hit you and just think, oh crap, like I'm not really doing anything. I'm so in my own world. And maybe somehow Jesus' words today would put a fire and a desire in you so that you would want to step up and be a missionary here in our city along with the people of the Resolve Church.